It's been almost a year since House of X by Jonathan Hickman and Pepe Larraz was released, blowing the doors open on a new era of X-Men. Since that series, we haven't seen an X-Men comic with that specific creative team together. Until now. This week, Marvel finally released the free comic book day Xmen for 2020 to comic shops everywhere. But not digitally, which is how I've been getting my comics this entire quarantine. No, for that issue, you'll need to go into a physical comic book shop to pick it up. Is it worth it? Yes. What is up, guys? Andrew here, and welcome to Comic Book, all things comics from a creator. Today I'm gonna review this comic, but before that, I need to get my hands on it, and that means venturing into Manhattan for a quick comics jaunt. I haven't been to a comic store in almost 5 months. Alright, we're gonna have to be careful about this and make sure our pandemic armors are in place. So, face mask, hand sanitizer, social distancing. Let's do this! Alright, I'm here for the floor too. It's pretty empty. In any case, let's see what New York is like. Here I am in 40th Street. They've done some construction with that new scaffolding there. Gear with me. Probably should put it in my backpack. Now to go home and yeah, enjoy this comic. Okay, so I'm gonna go take a shower first, and then let's get back to this. All right. Now that I have the issue, here are my 3 thoughts on Free Comic Book Day 2020 X-Men number 1. By the way, spoilers ahead. You've been warned. Number 1, it's very short. The comic itself is divided into 2 10-page comic chunks. One is written by Head of X Jonathan Hickman and Excalibur scribe Tini Howard with art by superstar Pepe Larraz. The other story is completely unrelated to the X world. A tease for a saga of the Marvel Universe called Dark Ages, written by Tom Taylor with art by Iban Coelho. I don't really have much to say about the second story except that it looks interesting, and given Tom Taylor's track record for dark and characterlicious alternate future stories, it'll probably be worth the read. So, putting that aside, let's get into the X-Men story and my second thought on this issue. Number 2, it's a big tease. If you were expecting a complete and satisfying story in this single issue, you'll be disappointed. The story opens with a strange summoning ritual conducted by 4 new characters, one of whom is named Quadeus Quo. Their unnamed leader is this fish mystic, is that a word? Fish wizard, aqua magician, who summons a creature from a dying star. The massive worm-like creature speaks in an alien language that resembles native, untranslated Krakoan, which we saw in 2019's Powers of X. Is this an island that walks, like Araco or Krakoa? Do they all come from the stars? Unclear. As the star collapses around them, the magical quartet takes the creature through a portal, saying that they're doing this to earn the favor of Saturnine. Speaking of, the story then moves to the Starlight Citadel of Otherworld, where we meet her omniversal magistrix, Opal Luna Saturnine. Created in 1982 by David Thorpe and Alan Davis for their Captain Britain series, she's been busy of late in the recent Excalibur issues written by Tini Howard, where she seems caught up in this explosive struggle with Apocalypse for the mystical realm of Otherworld. That's a lot. At this point, like me, you're probably thinking, wait, where are the X-Men? Well, true believer, you may have been misled by this explosive cover, because the rest of the story is just an ominous tarot card reading featuring X people in static images that portend a dark and confusing future. It's there any action? Are there any fireworks? No, dear reader. It's all implied, alluded to, and promised. 10 of Swords, coming this July. September. Think of this issue like a delicious little appetizer. The big meal is on the way, and until then, they're making sure to keep you hungry. My favorite ex-geeks over at Savior Files did a comprehensive rundown of each and every tarot card in this reading, with a lot of cool ideas to chew on. So if you're interested in that, I'll link to it down below. Which brings me to my third thought, number 3. Pepe Larraz forever. I already did a whole video waxing poetic about the artistic virtues of Pepe Larraz. I'll leave a link to that below. But let me just say that it's such a joy and a pleasure to see any page that he draws. Larraz really struts his stuff in this issue, with 5 pages of individual tarot cards featuring various X characters in heroic poses. These are basically mini covers, beautifully composed with occasional flourishes that evoke artist Alphonse Mucha. The colors by Marte Gracia augment it by a factor of 10. See what I did there? Seriously guys, the art alone is worth the price of admission. And assuming that you can make the effort to go to a physical comic book shop, that price is free. So those are my 3 thoughts. Is that enough to get me to do some fan art? Maybe next time. I did like 33 drawings last year based on this whole Hickman relaunch of the Xmen, so if you want to check that out, it's all on my Instagram. Let me know in the comments what you thought of this issue. Did you like it? Are you excited for 10 of Swords? Are you worried about Tony Stark's foot? Let me know down below. Cool Tony Stark. Until next time, peace. I can't believe half this comic wasn't even Xmen. It's called Xmen. There wasn't even like a Skull Out or an Iron Man or Dark Ages thing there. It was just like, can you imagine like a little kid opening this up and going, where's my X-Men adventure? Why was Eliana on the cover? I don't see any of these guys in this issue. Dark Ages. Holy crap, they really messed up Iron Man's foot in this one. It's like the TV show Revolution.